What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome to the 25th installment of Random Fandom on this Tuesday night for the week of July 25th. 25 for 25?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. I can't believe we've been going this long.
25 weeks of random stuff.
Yeah, and the world does not cease to deliver.
No, it keeps delivering more and more and more.
No doubt this week we just had it's still Sunday, so I guess and it's in another time zone, so it probably hasn't wrapped up completely by now, but it's San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, which means lots of reveals, and they were fast and furious, so no doubt we've missed a few this week, but
You have a lot of it, though.
That's right. Facebook user says, "Hey, fellas," and we throw a hey right back to you. Love ya. Have a great show. Thank you so much. I think it's a great show. I like it.
It's informative. It's got swear words. And was it last week we had boobies?
This week I got a sunburn. I stood out in the sun a little bit too long today, so if I look extra red, you know why. Crispy. Yeah. Random Fandom for the week of Tuesday, July the 25th. Don't forget, we are a call-in show, so you can always hit us up on the custom WhatsApp link. It is linked in the description of this live stream.
And it has worked multiple times.
It has. The line is open. Feel free to call in at any time. We will break for incoming phone calls. This show breaks for incoming calls.
That's right.
Before we get to the show... Oh, I think it's time we probably
time for a tradition.
We probably dig in and ask another one of those
Random Fandom Trivia.
Nice.
What do you think?
I got one for you.
Sure.
Which actor was offered the role of Jack Dawson in Titanic but turned it down?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm having a hard time imagining it with anybody else other than DiCaprio,
because he did really nail the part.
Well, it's been a long time since. I mean, I enjoyed Titanic. I've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it recently. Does it still? I guess it still
holds up. Yeah.
I mean, the number of theatrical re-releases it's had.
Everybody just questions why there wasn't room on that headboard for two.
Well, yeah. The floating, was it I thought it was a door or something.
Yeah, it's like a bedroom headboard.
Oh, okay. I'd have fit on it.
Yeah, I'd have found a way.
Which actor was offered the role of Jack Dawson in Titanic but turned it down? I don't know. What about you folks out there? Anybody want to take a guess at it before we pull the veil back on this one? I do not know the answer.
He's a popular actor, and I can see why they would offer it to him.
The question is,
who turned it down?
Are they still a popular actor? Oh, we have an answer.
I would believe, yes, they are still a popular actor. Facebook user says Depp. And Facebook user.
Right. Johnny.
It was Johnny Depp.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there any regrets that go with that?
I don't know.
Probably not. He's got a pretty storied career.
When was the first Pirates? One way or another, he landed on a boat.
2000 and early. 2000 and before now. In the early aughts, maybe?
Yeah, because Titanic was like 90 something.
96, 97. Not sure. Not 100% sure on that one. But wow, Johnny Depp turned it down. I'm okay with that. I know the movie we got, and I'm okay with that. Oh, look at that. I heard it on a podcast recently. Crazy that you guys asked that. Yeah. I mean, funny that worked out that way.
Oh, and it's Major, by the way.
Hey, Mage, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Major Medina, one half, the other half of the Reflex Point A Robotech podcast. Good to have you on board tonight, sir. I guess we should have put up the how to show your name.
Thingy.
Yeah, how to show your name. There is a way to do it. Normally we make it part of the show, but I guess I didn't. Sorry. All right, let's get to the
We're gonna start on a sad note.
Oh, another one?
Yeah,
All right.
Another one.
Okay.
This week, Tony Bennett has passed away at the age of 96.
You hate to say that you knew that this was coming.
Yeah.
Kim and I were talking about this the other day, and the last time that we saw him was on some kind of documentary that he had a very interesting, special relationship with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, he had like a very, I could guess, a resurgence at the end of his career. He was performing with Lady Gaga. He was doing MTV Unplugged.
So he's, I mean, he'd had some issues, some dementia issues.
Yeah.
And so what was interesting was watching the footage of him and Lady Gaga talking to each other. And once she got him singing, he was right back to like the heyday of Vegas, right? It was just incredible to watch. And still, like,
I still think there is something to the power of music that, you know,
Oh
the
my
right
God,
song
yeah.
with the right person can trigger the right neural pathway.
Yeah. And I mean, long-term memory is this like really interesting. The human brain, let's just leave it at that. The human brain is this like incredible machine that, you know, can and people do. They rewire their brain without
knowing.
Yeah, without knowing. I mean, we've seen it in stroke victims all the time, where suddenly they're using different portions of their brain that weren't lit up before.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Facebook user, what is that? I have a human Brian. I believe that was brain. Oh, it's in a jar under the bed. Ooh. Do you bring that out for special occasions? Maybe that's a Halloween
eyeballs
thing.
attached.
Yeah, really.
A la RoboCop 2.
Wow. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, but born Anthony Dominic Benedetto, professionally known as Tony Bennett. He was American jazz and traditional pop singer. He had amassed so many accolades, including 20 Grammy Awards, including the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Only 20.
Only 20.
Yeah.
And 2 Primetime Emmy Awards.
Nothing. No accolades.
Not at all.
Who is this guy?
But his discography consists of 61 studio albums, 11 live albums, 33 compilation albums, 3 video albums, and 1 extended play, as well as 83 singles.
That's incredible.
That's a huge portion.
When you say 61 studio albums, I mean, I would hazard a guess. I have to say, as a 70s kid growing up in the 80s, all the artists that I like to listen to, like the mainstream rock, nobody I listen to has that many records. Nobody.
You get like maybe 3 out of them these days. And I was like, oh, we broke up to reform something else.
My favorite band, when they called quits, you know, after 40 odd years of playing, I think they still only had 18 studio albums.
How many does Kiss have now?
Studio albums?
Yeah.
It would be close. It would be similar, 20-ish. But like greatest hits and compilations, there are many. That pads the number out quite a bit.
It does.
I can't tell you the last time.
Live albums and
oh, that's true. Alive was good. Alive 4 was the one they did with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. That's the I like that one actually. Yeah. Well, listen, our thoughts are with Tony Bennett's family, and of course, all of the real family and extended family, and the fan family, as it were. As every time we lose one of the great ones, you know, the world loses just a little bit of light.
Yep. But a mystery has been solved.
Oh, all right.
The mystery of the cameo of who played Jay Garrick in that Flash image It's been solved. And
Okay.
it turns out it was one of the film editors, Jason Ballantyne.
Was an editor.
He was an editor on the movie, and they needed a
Oh.
face, so he stepped in.
You know, the only reason that if you did not put a photo up beside that image from the movie, I would have called BS on that one. Seriously, I would have. But no, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, according to him, director Andy Muschietti wanted to highlight one of the digitally created characters for the sequence, and production visual effects supervisor John DJ Desjardins reported that it would be better to have a real face just to help with the look of the shot, and that led to him volunteering to have his face put on the digital figure.
I would love to be more microscopic on this one because of the fallout that sort of came out of this scene. Like, I think I would have remembered shooting a major motion
Teddy
picture.
Sears.
Right. I would love to get a shot of that costume up against this version of the costume, because I mean, that's very much leathery jacket. Like sure, you needed a face, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad the mystery's solved.
Yep.
Sort of.
Kind of.
No, I guess it's solved. I don't know if I like it. I guess it doesn't really matter, though.
Yeah. What's done is done. Sticking with DC news, though.
Okay.
Superman Legacy has nabbed Barry star Anthony Kerrigan to play the DC hero Metamorpho.
What do we know this gentleman? Any of his other work? I don't think I know this.
Barry, and you would probably recognize him, I believe, as Zaz in Gotham.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But that's not all. There's also one floating around, and it's not confirmed, but people are speculating that perhaps John Mulaney will be playing Plastic Man.
That's cool.
I can see that working out really well.
This is not, because I saw that and I actually thought, oh, this is a done deal. You're saying it's not?
No. Apparently it's just some sort of grassroots movement to get him in.
Interesting.
There. And there is a Twitter account called Mulaney for Plastic Man.
Is it a Twitter account or an X account?
Oh, I guess it's an X account.
Oh my gosh. I checked, speaking of that, as I'm just kind of, I'm hijacking the show here for a second. I checked today.
And your icon still says that?
I still have a bird.
When I fired mine up today,
yeah,
it came with the X.
So you don't have, I mean, this is actually the show's Twitter. This is I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I better turn my brightness down here. This is the Fandom Power Twitter feed here, and it still shows. There it is, the little Tweety bird. Yeah, so we haven't.
So he's slow going, rolling it out.
I guess
spot
the rollouts. Man, you must be a way more active Twitter guy to have it rolled out quickly.
I was looking on a desktop today too, so
that would
probably why.
I'm sure if I logged into our Twitter on desktop, it would be the same thing. But mobile still got a bird.
Yep. Who knows for how long?
Oh, did you see the thing? You know what else X represents? Uninstall.
Uh-oh.
Somebody posted a meme about, it was the evolution of the Twitter logo, and it was like X. Oh. And then there was a bunch of them like Twitter is not allowed to go to any of the X meetings, and it was like the X-Men. And
I saw another one, and it was I know it's a joke, but they said they were going to start their own video integration, and they were going to call it X Videos.
X Videos. Oh boy,
that could get scary quick.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to hijack that, but good. Congratulations, John Mulaney. I hope he gets the job. I hope he gets the job, because I think he's a great casting choice as well. He's a funny dude, and Plastic Man is supposed to be a funny dude.
He can also be deadly too.
What, like just wrap yourself around somebody's?
No, if you read the Injustice book,
he
gets fairly lethal in that book.
I think anybody who can, stop you from breathing.
Yeah.
That's
he has to go break into an underwater facility to save his son.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And so the gloves are off. He's not funny Plastic Man anymore.
No, okay.
He's deadly.
All right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'd like to see even your goofballs kind of get serious every once in a while.
But another goofball.
Oh.
The cast of Deadpool 3 is starting to round out pretty nicely.
Oh, this is an interesting look. Now, we've got a grid here. Now, these are all confirmed?
The grid ones in black and white are confirmed.
These are confirmed.
So we've got Ryan Reynolds, Hugh.
Obviously, yeah.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Jennifer Garner is returning as Elektra.
So this is confirmed now.
This is confirmed.
Oh,
Owen Wilson will be in there as Mobius.
Mobius. Well, I like that. Now that we're tying it in with the TVA, I like that.
Tara Strong as Miss Minutes.
Interesting.
Both Yukio and Negasonic Teenage Warhead are back.
Okay.
Marina Baccarin.
Oh, Marina Baccarin. Yeah,
is back as Vanessa.
Can't have Deadpool without her.
No. Blind Al will be returning as well as Colossus, Dopinder, and Peter.
Nice. Oh, Peter. Wait, did he not go through a chipper shredder?
But he saved him in the time.
Oh, did he? Oh, at the end. Right.
Yeah, go home, Sugar Bear.
Go
Mission's
home.
over.
Go home.
But
so okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
But there's more rumors. There are rumors floating about that Elizabeth Olsen will be stepping back into the Wanda Maximoff role.
Right.
But this time it'll be the 616 version, taking possession of the Earth 838 version. And the rumor goes further that she may square off against Femke Jansen's Jean Grey.
I heard something about that.
In like the Scarlet Witch versus the Phoenix.
I heard something about that. And so then this ties in with some of those early rumors about Deadpool is basically going to kill the Fox
universe,
Marvel universe. Interesting. Oh, that's a great comment. I actually said that the other day. Hasselhoff.
That would be awesome.
And David Hasselhoff is Nick Fury. You know, we've had the Hoff. Hoff is part of the MCU. Yeah. I mean, he was in Thor Ragnarok in one of the credit scenes. He was doing his musical number.
Yes.
It was Ragnarok, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Love and Thunder.
I can't remember.
One of the movies, the Hoff is in a post-credit scene doing a musical number. I know he's there. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. Oh.
Gia Downs 2. Oh, oops. Guardians 2.
Guardians 2. Yes. I knew it was one of them. Thank you. I needed that. All right. Wow. Deadpool 3 shaping up to be an event movie. And given that, you know, everything that's happening over at Disney, this might be one to hang on to because what are they saying now? Quality over quantity. And yeah, things are about to slow way down, assuming we can get through the strike.
Assuming, yes.
Are we talking about the strike this week?
Yeah, we got a couple for it. Not as many as last week.
Okay, good. I don't need to get all fired up again.
No, but you might anyway. So
okay, all right.
This one was announced at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
Oh yes, that too. Facebook user major
notes,
Apple Plus. There is the rumor that
I tried looking that up.
Purchase Disney.
I saw that Hank had sent us a message saying that. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything to
link it to.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is going to come down. We are going to have our by and large.
I mean, Apple's already got their own streaming service.
So why not take the rest of them?
So, well, you know what? I don't mind. I mean, I've talked about this before. I pay for like a good chunk of them, at least the ones that we can get here in Canada. Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Crave, which is the Canadian one, and Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
I like them.
I like that stuff.
I haven't seen anything that there hasn't been anything on Apple that's made me go like, I must get the Apple TV. Oh, well, what do you know? Facebook user, it's Hank. So now we have Facebook user Major and we have Facebook user Hank.
There we go.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for identifying yourselves.
So, Hank, you're going to like this one. They debuted the new opening for Rick and Morty, the anime.
The anime. I did sit back and watch this, and I was just like, I'm not invested in Rick and Morty, though. So and nor am I invested in modern anime.
Yeah, well, the previous anime that they did, it was really good. And I believe this is the same director, Takashi Sano.
Okay.
Yeah, he previously directed the Tower of God episode.
Oh, all right.
And it looks good to me. He's on there saying, you know, he wants to do right by Rick and Morty fans. And I believe him.
I think so. I mean, they obviously have trust in him to deliver something that is going to be...
Yeah, not distract from the original series, like kind of hold true to it.
You know what? I should have mentioned that. Did you catch the Futurama thing this week?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, so it came at
did,
Futurama
yeah.
came back to TV this week.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, have not watched it
Not
yet.
only is it on Hulu, I think.
We'll get it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
for sure.
Yeah.
In Canada on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
But the opening theme song is called Love is Entropy by the Otones, a Japanese group.
It was catchy.
Yeah.
It was catchy for, I kind of was thinking, Teen Titans.
Yeah.
It's got a Japanese pop vibe. If you're into Japanese pop.
Let's see here. 1923 with Harrison goes on Apple Plus.
Okay.
I don't have Apple Plus. So
I don't either. I mean, I see the icon, but I don't know. I don't even know what it costs.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it yet. And then free Justin Roiland.
Okay.
Yeah, because really they've announced that they're not going to get some crazy replacement. They're just going to get higher sound-alikes.
So they're going to hire Dave Coulier.
Maybe.
King of sound-alikes in the 1980s and 90s, right?
Maybe. It's not going to be the same, though.
No.
But Disney CEO Bob Iger.
Oh yeah. Recently reminted
and immediately got himself into some hot water.
Okay, what are you doing, Bob?
He's in damage control mode right now. Because he was quoted as saying, what was he saying? There's something to the effect of,
I think you've got it quoted there.
Traditional TV business may not be core to the entertainment giant.
Traditional TV, as in broadcast television?
Money bleeding channels, ABC and ESPN.
Money bleeding.
That is, that's a quote from the story there. But of course, that sent shockwaves through, and people are just scrambling. What do you mean you're going to sell ABC? Because he said, well, we're maybe looking for a partner for ESPN.
Who?
Who's going to dive in and pay half the money for the channel?
Maybe it's going to be ASPN when it goes to Apple.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's currently doing damage control because the source that is quoting on this says his comments were undisciplined and off message.
Yeah, it's really weird, again, in the face of the strike, that you've got people who are fighting to, for a living, and you've got guys like this at the top end going,
well, maybe we'll just sell the channel.
Sure. This whole bottom dollar is everything just kind of makes me shake my head every time I think about it.
Yeah. But Iger is quoted as saying, I'm ridiculously passionate about news, and it's important to this company. We need to figure out how to make this the transition into streaming. And I happen to believe we will endure. It's too good, too important, and it was really fun. Speaking of all the channels, I guess. But
what, regular broadcast TV?
Yeah, because they have ABC, ESPN, and then they also have FX and National Geographic.
Oh, yeah, when they picked up Fox and stuff, yeah.
But
is there a place for regular broadcast TV? The funny thing is, I'm a cord cutter. I'm a cord cutter. I am not part of that demographic. I don't consume TV the traditional way. So maybe he is speaking to me, but I don't begrudge the traditional TV model. I mean, it's all paid advertising anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just not making enough money. Maybe it's that direct recurrent revenue a la subscribers.
Maybe
that is more lucrative than the old fashioned way. I don't know.
One of our Facebook users says word is they've lost 4 million.
4 million subs in the last quarter. Oh wow, that's quite a bit. Someone just got an injection of subscribers. Netflix, I think, just picked up a bunch in a relatively short window.
The insider who's feeding this information out, though, is quoted as saying, it's great to say he loves the jewel. It's great to say that the jewel is important, and it's great to say the jewel is fun, but he has revealed the truth. He wants to get the highest price he can for the jewel because he can't afford it.
Afford it anymore. Yeah. It's like saying, I got the nicest car, but it's also,
but I don't want to pay for it anymore.
It's the biggest gas tank. 1 million subscribers gone after Disney
Plus India got rid of Cricket
League.
Yep, probably League.
I believe that is a typo.
I can see that down in there. If because cricket's huge over there, right?
Well, yeah, anywhere outside of North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the real football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that thing that they play in America and up here.
Yeah.
The other one that you actually play with your feet.
Yeah. But now to some good news.
Oh, nice.
Keith David
was
revealed
love
that
Keith
he is
David.
going to voice Hordak in Masters of the Universe Revolution.
When I saw this, I immediately I'm like, Keith David played Spawn for HBO, so absolutely he can play a badass villain.
Yeah.
I quite like him, so I am super excited for this, and I love the animation model. He looks so
badass.
good. Yeah.
Like you needed a tier up from Skeletor villain. That's it.
Well, I mean, I noticed that you included an
I included a small shot because along with revealing that David will be voicing Hordak, they also revealed a figure for the upcoming Skeletor appearance,
which is interesting.
His run-in with the Techno Cult,
that they are continuing the line under the Masterverse banner, but we know that it's going to be called Revolution, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cyborg Skeletor, anybody?
Yeah, basically.
I dig it.
I think it's kind of like incorporating some of his New Adventures of He-Man look,
which is funny because they've done a New Adventures Skeletor in the Masterverse line. I was thinking that this is good. This is pushing new boundaries, whereas like the Masterverse line and the Origins line are still redoing and rechugging out, which is fine because that keeps the brand alive.
Yeah.
But nice to see that along with that, we're getting
new stuff.
Like this is a new, we can call it a variant, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is a new version of Skeletor that is circumstantial to what has happened to him, not just a variant for variant's sake.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Unlike, what was it? Medieval Skeletor or whatever it was.
Samurai Skeletor, the entire 2000 X line.
Ninja Skeletor.
But again, like, and not to slag the line because I love,
that was a great line.
I love Masters of the Universe. It is one of my top 3 entertainment properties, childhood properties of all time. But in the Masterverse line, they were doing those new Eternia figures.
Yes.
Which were still essentially the classic guys with a few extra parts to change their look a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so you could do Zodak with shoulder pads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's still
Hordak.
Zodak. Yeah. But this is a fresh take. Cool. Keith David's going to be Hordak, going to be Skeletor's badass master.
Mm-hmm.
That's one step away from She-Ra, by the way.
That is. I just like right on the.
Just in case you weren't paying attention to this whole Masters of the Universe thing, that's like He-Man's sister.
Yep.
And we're like one step away.
Yeah.
Love
just in case you forgot, because I know some people out there still think that they're like, husband and wife. Which is just weird.
That's hilarious. Sorry.
He-Man, no.
Yeah.
It's your sister, dude. Don't be Luke. But we're at a spot here.
What? Oh my God. It's that time again. Hold on here. I think I've got a thing. Yep, I found it. All right, unleash this thing.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right. This week's edition of Lexicon is fan submission. So this is going to be interesting to go through. I'm going to give you a no nonsense word, but it's actually real. I'm going to give you 3 definitions, and it is up to you and to everybody who is watching in the live stream tonight to try and pick out the right definition. So before, I guess we should get right into it.
What is?
All right. The word for this week is
hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia.
That's a mouthful.
Mouthful of phobia. That's what it is. I can't even pronounce it. You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
This week's word is
Hippopotamonstrosusquipdaliophobia.
And in case you're still struggling with it, I've got it spelled out phonetically. Maybe one more time. Here we go.
Hippopotamonstrosusquipdaliophobia.
Hippopotamonstrosusquipdaliophobia. If I wasn't looking at it, I could not pronounce it.
You made this word up.
Hence, mouthful of phobia.
There you go.
All right. So, first on the docket, our first choice for what is this word is
The fear of long words.
I'm afraid of this word.
that's the first one. The other one, sorry, the next one, definition number 2 is
The irrational fear of encountering unusually long breadsticks served at some Italian restaurants.
and definition number 3.
The fear of large amphibious mammals.
Ooh.
All right. What do you think? Hang on a second here. What do we got? We have
A fourth.
one answer coming in. This was not one of the choices, but I do like this one.
Mm.
The fear of being trapped in an elevator, underwater, in a prison with a hippo. That's a great definition for
Hippopotamonstrosusquipdaliophobia.
there it is. Mouthful of phobia.
Huh.
I love that answer. It is incorrect, but I wish it wasn't.
I'm going to go with number 3.
You're going to go with 3, the fear of large amphibious mammals. Well, that would be the obvious one, being that it's based under hippopotamus. The big thing that lives in Africa, you know.
That giant thing that'll eat you.
Oh, we got another one for number 3. That's 2 for number 3. All right, I'm going to give it a couple of more seconds here. One more time. Let's hear that word. Let's give it the slowdown here.
Hippopotamonstrosusquipdaliophobia.
Phobia.
Mouthfulophobia.
Yes.
That's what it is. All right. Well, here you go, guys. If you said answer number 1, you were correct. Oh, I didn't. I blew it. There it is. It is answer number 1. It
So
is
it's
the
not number 3.
fear of long words.
Well, that word is scary to pronounce.
Ironically enough, this word. Let me just back this up so we can all see the word itself. Oh my gosh, I was doing this wrong. There it is. One of the longest words in the English dictionary, and it's the fear of long words.
Makes sense.
All right, that. Oh, hang on a second. What do I got coming in here? Oh, that's because it's not in my pop-up book of phobias.
I'd have to write that over 3 pages.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair. Well, that's been Lexicon for this week. Come back next week when we're going to have another weird sounding word that is totally real, but sounds ridiculous. All right, let's get back to the show.
Yep. So next up, I think we've got toy news.
Oh, because there isn't enough of that coming out of San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh my gosh, there's so much coming out of there.
Never mind all the other stuff that's going on. Oh, great segment. Thank you. Really love that segment. I don't even know. It was just a weird thing that I thought of just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
it seems to have cemented its place. It is a
regular.
It is a regular ongoing feature now.
Nice.
Hopefully I don't run out of weird words.
Oh, we can find more.
Our bad Star Wars
haven't run out of bad Star Wars jokes yet.
And they're getting pretty thin.
This next one, a couple of weeks ago, we told you about the upcoming Mattel Creations Jurassic Park Gateway.
Yeah.
With its lights, moving gates, and 3
is this somebody else's answer?
This is definitely somebody else's answer.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Ramen Toys showed off a look at their latest project, the Gateway to Mount Jura.
Yeah, the Mount Jura.
And there's only 1 day remaining for the Mattel Creations.
Yeah.
And they've only received 1,500 out of the 5,000 required.
Yeah, it's not going to make
to
it.
go. And with that little time left, no.
And in typical ramen fashion, they're just going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So could this be why nobody is backing the official one?
Well,
because if the Battle of the Two Unicron project is any indication,
well,
maybe this is the one that's going to bring the lawyers down.
Okay, so we've already seen a case of Ramen having to pivot when the Maverick figure got shut down.
Yeah,
and that's now become this Pilots of the World line that they're doing. Same body, it's the Maverick body, but we can't use Tom Cruise's head. So somebody got involved, Paramount.
Yeah, somewhere
said
along the line.
no. Well, this is Universal, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mattel Creations.
I don't know. It's that same thing that they did with the Engine of Vengeance.
Yeah.
They put their version, which is about to ship here. I think they've shown off quite a bit of it now. Not sure how I feel about it. I'm not opposed to people doing that, like third party stuff. As a Transformer guy, I own third party Transformers. I quite enjoy them. But my opinion on Ramen, they're quite flagrant in the way that
licensing.
The way that they flaunt how they think that they are.
Well, it is kind
essentially untouchable.
Funny with this one production image because they've actually blurred out where it would read Jurassic Park on.
Yeah.
So, but in another shot, you can actually see the J.
Like I said, flagrant.
Yeah.
It's pretty flagrant, and that could backfire.
Yeah, it could backfire really bad.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll wait and see.
I mean, I'm sure the companies that own these properties have way more money than a small toy company like Ramen that could afford to spend on lawyers.
Yeah.
So, I love what they're doing. I just also don't love it.
Just the way they're going about
It's a love-hate.
Yeah. But on to some San Diego stuff.
Ooh, all right.
Day one.
Speaking of gates, open up those floodgates.
Yeah. Day one, the Black Series got a reveal.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Free Vizsla.
We kind of like dug in on this figure when the first images that we saw. I quite like it. Lots of reuse here, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's pre-Vizsla, and look at that freaking helmet. Major, if you're still listening, can you say VF1S? That the four-pronged helmet is a love letter to Macross and Robotech. Love that integration. This is absolutely a must-have as a Black Series collector for me. So I will be looking forward to this one.
The beginning history of Mandalore, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could have a nice fight with pose them up with your Maul, pose them up with your Bo-Katan, and all your other Mandos. Yeah, going to be a fine addition though, and I do like the way that the Black Series does interpret animation and puts that
just a little
realistic. Yeah, that it's that looks like a human, doesn't look like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Totally love that.
Well, day two, they gave you even more.
All right.
Starting off with the new Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, so wait, we asked, is this a straight up reissue of the Mandalorian Ahsoka?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I have one handy.
I did mean to put a side by side, but time got away from me.
I thought I might actually have one. Hold on that for a second.
All right, well, I can talk about it here. This is inspired by the upcoming Ahsoka show set after the fall of the Empire. Features multiple points of articulation like all the rest, and includes her 2 signature lightsabers as accessories.
You think I have one in arm's reach?
No, of course not.
I was thinking I so did.
It'll be in the last place you look. But the face sculpt on it really, it's Rosario Dawson.
Oh, I don't know where I put it.
That's all good.
But there's no denying, like that does look like
looking figure.
That does look like the Book of Boba Fett version, I guess.
Yeah.
I kind of just wonder if is that what we're seeing? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I like it though.
I like it. We'll dive in on it this week and put up a post.
I have come around. Oh, interesting. You froze the second you said my name, Major. Okay. Am I still frozen?
Hope not.
I hope not. I know we've had some weird connection issues. I'm hoping that that's just a small hiccup. Nobody else is commenting. No. So either everything's fine or we've completely crapped out.
Maybe.
Completely crapped out. Yes, Ahsoka. Can't say enough about the series. I am as amped up for this one as I was for Andor. And if you followed our Andor review series, you know how much I love that show. So very much excited for this one.
Yeah. But that's not the only one out there. We're also getting General Harrison Dula.
And this one is based on Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yep. This is also from the Ahsoka show.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with this one as well. as I already have the Rebels version of this, I may end up. Now the question is, if we do everybody over again in live action version, do they supplant my animation versions?
Well, no, you'd have to have your animation corner and your live action corner.
I don't know if I could do that. It's
Yeah,
hard.
You could. You got your MCU and your non-MCUs.
But my collection of non-MCU consists only of the New Warriors and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So
Okay.
it's a very small segment. Like
There's only a few Rebels.
yeah, that's true. This goes back to my love-hate with collecting action figures, that I just it's hard to find value there at $40-some a figure Canadian. Don't get me wrong, I love this figure.
Yep.
I hope she's good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I hope she's good.
Yeah, I'm sure she will be. But then we also
All
have
right.
Sabine Wren.
See, now I have the first release Black Series Sabine that's like really got some bad derpy face portrait. It's awful. So anything is better than that. Including this one, which I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's just the photography on this one or if it's like there's something flat there. Maybe it's the belt. I don't know. But I'm down for another Sabine.
Yeah. But that's not all they did. They also revealed some holiday stuff. Including.
Wait, is that hey!
That is a Babu Frick, yeah.
That will never get old for me,
Yeah.
by the way.
And this dude is just a Mandalorian scout, but he looks pretty decent with
What
his,
are we
Mandalorian
calling
Christmas
this?
sweater.
I like that he's got like a postage or a present, like a gift tag
it's
on
a
the
Christmas
box.
package type thing.
What are we calling this? I don't know. Like I don't know what the theme is here.
What's the Mandalorian Scout Holiday Edition?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
know what I mean when I say theme, though. Like you
Yeah.
know, like okay, this one is the snowman one, and the
True.
You know what I mean? Like
I think
I don't know what
based
I'm
on
looking
they've
at.
already done.
Yeah.
They're just going full bore. Like everybody who has been released gets like a
Gets the
Christmas
holiday
variant.
one. I was gonna say because with the N1 on the chest, this is what the blueprint version. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Well, it's like
He's supposed to be a Christmas seal. That's what he's supposed to be
maybe
because it's got that
when
that
you zoom
cross
up,
stitching on it.
it's an ugly Christmas sweater. It is literally an ugly Christmas sweater of the N1, but it's still armor.
That's great. By the way, this line totally not for me. It's not my thing. I can appreciate it for what it is, just not my thing.
But you're looking for an extra Mandalorian to fill out your ranks. There you go.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to cost you any less.
No, it's not.
And it's not like these things. That's the one thing I will say about the holiday line is I didn't see too many of them hanging around on clearance aisles.
No.
So I don't know if they got put away and we'll just save them for next year
Christmas or
and sell them at the new whatever the price point is come November, December.
Wouldn't shock me.
There is one in this line, and I did mention that
Yeah,
I actually
it's
like.
coming up here.
If I was going to, there's only one that I would do it.
Well, they also released.
Well, it's not this one.
No, holiday edition of the Ewok.
Now is that?
And I am actually tempted by this one.
Is that Paplu?
It might be.
I think it's Paplu.
But it comes with a little porg and a Christmas present type chest.
Oh, so it does. And you know what the chest is? The chest looks like a reuse of the Rise of not the Rise. It's the Force Awakens chest with
where the lightsaber was in
Luke's
Mos
lightsaber.
Kanata's
Yeah.
It fits with the theme though.
But they've got all the tooling and the parts, so
Yeah.
it's just do another run, give them
Different
a new
paint
deco.
scheme.
Yeah.
This
Again,
guy's closer to like a baby yet.
I could. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, I would buy that. That's an albino Ewok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you repainted the toes and the fingers and the nose and lips, that's another Ewok for your collection.
True.
You might have to do something with the hood, but this one does not feel like it's violating so much. That's the
Here's
one.
guy you wanted.
That is the one. If I was going to buy one of these, this is the one that I would do. A Purge Trooper as a Nutcracker.
Yeah.
That
as it comes with a little mouse droid, and the photography here, they have him playing with it. Like
yeah. That
he's holding a giant rifle.
the skirt, how it ties in with the jacket, which
Yeah.
is part of his armor. This one does something for me that
fits.
none of the other ones do. Now the question is the crown just paint, or is there actual molding in that?
I believe it is just the paint.
Just
deco,
paint, eh? Okay.
because another one here that has what should be like a 3D embellishment is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
paint.
Okay.
But the next one here,
Well, there you
Santa
go.
type Jawa
Santa Jawa
and
with
Salacious Crumb done up in holiday colors.
He's holding by the tail.
But there is another one. There's a couple more here. We have the Snow Trooper, and this
Well,
is
there
the
you
one.
go. The snowman. Yeah.
Yeah, and that carrot nose should be a 3D, but it's just
It's just a
literally-
tampo.
Yeah.
Oh, but they did make the gun with an orange barrel.
Yeah, so like they're still theming it out.
They're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying.
And then this one is our final holiday one.
Yep. Yep.
The KX security droid.
With BD.
Yeah. Also,
I do like
themed
BD.
out.
Again, not my thing. I appreciate it for what it is, but no.
Yeah. But that's not all the Star Wars we have.
Oh, we got more Star Wars
We
news?
do.
Oh, all right.
Lego.
All right. Oh, right.
The New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter.
Well, that's great because the last time that I saw this in Lego, it was on the box for the Ghost, the Lego Ghost. But now we've got a clear look at what are we calling this now? Shin Hati's
Starfighter.
Shin Hati's Starfighter and the E-Wing Starfighter.
Yeah. Price is $139.99 Canadian
For 2 ships?
for 2 ships and 5 figures.
What 1,056 pieces.
Yep.
Is that, I don't know the value. What
Lego's
Lego?
just brutal.
I don't know. Is that on par for a set of that size?
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah, pre-orders available already, and it will ship around September 1st.
Are we going to talk about the minifigures that are coming with this one?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so we got a lineup of minifigures. Now, one is a returning character. That's Morgan Elsbeth.
Yep.
And then next to her is Ray Stevenson's Balin Skull. Then we've got his apprentice, Shin Hati. And then the third one there is listed as, was it Captain Porter?
Yep.
Porter. And then New Republic Astromech Droid.
Or Captain Porter's droid.
Captain Porter's droid.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about this on the trailer breakdown, but E-Wing is a Legends era starfighter that's making its leap over to the new canon. Dang, if it doesn't look good.
But that's not all from Lego.
Oh my God, it keeps rolling. Oh, more Star Wars Lego.
Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi
The
shuttle.
T6 Jedi shuttle. Now,
No, this is
not
just
to
one
scale.
ship.
Not to scale. 599 pieces. Another assortment of minifigures. And this one kind of lays it on the line for us. We get Ahsoka Tano, Sabine Wren, Professor Huyang, and the
Merrick.
Mystery Inquisitor, who is for sure named Marok.
Yep, it's even on the box.
Yeah, so
This one retails for $99.99, and again, pre-order now, and it'll be shipping September 1st, presumably.
it's been a long time since I've built any Lego for that matter, but let alone a Star Wars Lego.
It's fun. It's
It is fun.
expensive. but it's
Yeah.
fun.
I could be a Lego guy easily if
Yeah.
the price was,
More acceptable.
yeah, like if a set that size was like say, $40 or even $50,
Yeah.
maybe, but now we're pushing like 100.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, because that's like 2 action figures. That's 2 6-inch action figures. I know. See, how do you put a value on that, right?
Yeah. But sticking with Star Wars,
There's never enough of that on this channel.
apparently not. Another reveal: the Vintage Collection Jabba the Hutt set.
I like
The
this.
pre-order is already available, or available for pre-order. But he is the 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah.
It comes with the little throne piece that will connect to the throne room play set.
The Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian throne room one.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what I don't like about this?
Yes.
Okay. As a Black Series collector, we've had Jabba the Hutt released 3 times now. We've had it as a convention exclusive
Mm-hmm.
in a big cardboard box that simulated the plinth, the slab.
Mm-hmm.
We had a retail version that didn't have any of it. Didn't have the railing,
It
the
was
hookah
just-
pipe, just Jabba.
Okay.
And now we've got a reissue of it's basically the convention exclusive Jabba. Again, still has the railing. We've never gotten a 6-inch scale plinth. And I mean, it's like, it's
It's kind of integral to him.
Well, yeah. This particular set, this vintage collection set, by the way, that is the mold for Jabba that came with the HasLab Katana sail barge. So it's the same figure. If you back the sail barge, you already own this figure. And if you bought the aforementioned throne room set, then you already own the plinth. So it's kind of like,
so what are you buying it for then? Just the little protocol droid
well,
and
I don't
Salacious
know.
Crumb?
I don't know if in the throne room set, if the plinth and the throne that can we call him oversized Bib Fortuna is sitting in?
Big Fortuna.
Yeah, big Fortuna. I don't know if they're one piece.
I don't believe so. Because next up on the list, they're reoffering.
Oh
Jabba's
yeah, they're
Palace.
reissuing the thing. Yeah, so you can slide all that out and put
Yeah.
in the Jabba one, but I guess there are some subtle differences. Certainly, like the paint deco looks a little bit different on that. But if I was a vintage collection guy, this is
a
something
pretty
that
good one to get.
I would be seriously about getting this one.
Yeah, but the vintage collection Facebook group actually had a chance to interview the Hasbro team at San Diego Comic-Con.
I read this
because with Jabba coming out in a reissue of this, they asked about the possibility of getting a Hutt Slayer Leia.
That is a completely valid question that a lot of people in the Star Wars.
A couple years back, didn't they say that's it? We're done. She's not getting made again.
Well, this was sort of the prevailing thought, was that somebody, whether it was Lucasfilm, Disney, or Hasbro, or a combination of all three, said no more Slave Leia merchandise. But then we get this interview this weekend, and suddenly that is thrown out the window because
brand manager Patrick
Yeah.
has given a clear answer. There is no ban on her, and they could make her if they want to. But as usual, he wouldn't comment on yet to be revealed figures. And according to him, there is no Lucasfilm or Hasbro mandate
so
not to make one.
That's interesting.
So she is completely available for possibly a 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi.
So unless there's some reversal on this, an official statement from one of the companies, we can now take that statement as that is gospel.
Yeah,
I would. And I'm reading that article. It's like, we got a Slave Leia in the Black Series in Wave 1 back in 2013. This is the 40th. This year is the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. This is the perfect time
to update it with that face print technology.
Yes. Why they haven't done that. Now, the year is not over.
No.
And there may be a few more.
There's going to be more.
Sure. Hopefully.
There will be.
Fingers crossed, everybody, that we'll get an updated version of this figure. And I know that this one will sell.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And speaking of selling.
Yeah.
There we go. HasLab Ghost.
There you go.
Back in 6 days.
I didn't have enough time. I wanted to look this up. I wanted to find out what is the fastest funded HasLab so far.
Well, it's not. I guess that's Mattel, but Jurassic Park.
It's not Jurassic Park. We had the sail barge. We had the Cookie Monster that never got funded. The Rancor never got funded. We had the Unicron that did get funded.
Yep.
We've had
Galactus, he got funded.
The Sky Striker got funded.
Sentinel got funded.
His tank got funded. So, but how fast have these things funded?
Not usually this fast, because like you had said there with the Dragonfly.
Yeah,
people waited
right to the end.
Reveal.
Right to the end.
Yeah, and this time, they've already revealed the first 3 stretch goals,
which I thought was weird. Why are you showing off the first 3 at launch? Did they do? I don't remember them doing that with anything.
No.
Well, the Rancor was a bunch of bones.
Yeah.
Here's a bunch of different alien bones. Wait, what?
Yeah.
But my opinion on these things. You want the thing,
or you don't.
Or you don't. The stretch goals are thank yous for buying the thing.
Yeah.
And the ghost here is the thing. And clearly people want the thing.
Yeah.
And why not? The thing. Sorry.
We did cover this on our Road to Ahsoka.
We did.
Sunday.
It is vintage collection scale. But did you see there was a couple of videos floating around
of the guy bringing it out at
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Adam Savage's Tested channel got a chance to go hands-on with it. And the thing I said on Sunday, if you own a Legacy Millennium Falcon, this will look right at home sitting beside it.
Nice.
Yeah, so even if it is relative scale.
Close enough.
They all are.
But,
Beautiful looking ship.
yeah. Keeping on the expensive side here for
Okay.
those with deep pockets and a love of Transformers.
That's would be me. The love, not the pockets. Oh, I
Robosen
saw him.
announced Grimlock,
Yeah,
the
and
flagship collector's edition.
they is it Gary Berghoff? Oh my god, I think that's right. Gary.
Yeah,
Oh,
the voice of Grimlock.
yeah.
He recorded dialogue.
Yes.
For this particular dude.
Yeah, and did you watch the video?
I did watch the video. I'm as impressed with this one as I was when I first saw the Optimus Prime.
I like the Optimus Prime, and I liked how they managed to do that. With the pivot and the spin at the waist.
Yeah.
I get they had to do that for what it is, but the Grimlock, my God, it mirrors or mimics the vintage G1 action figure transformation sequence almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. It is so close to the original toy in terms of how it transforms. And the fact that it can stand itself up from dino to robot mode,
Yeah.
oh my God, it is so good. Again, I appreciate these things for what they are, but I would turn it on, transform. Hey, Grimlock, transform. And then it would be on my shelf for 20 years, right? So
Yeah.
I can get the same enjoyment out of buying a non-robotic.
Yeah.
But this
You
is
could have
beautiful.
conversations with this one. Lots of phrases in it, apparently.
Can I get the Robosen Optimus and the Robosen Grimlock and talk to each other?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It is a great looking. I don't want to call it a toy.
This is
I
beyond
guess
toys
it is.
now.
I guess technically it's a toy.
It's a
robot.
It's a dual form bipedal auto converting walking robot
There you go.
packed with 150 original G1 Transformers audio lines.
How many?
150 plus.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But we've linked the video in the show notes, so go take a look at this thing because
If
it
you
is
haven't
pretty
seen it, yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I quite like it.
Yeah. Another full reveal finally happened at San Diego.
Finally, they've been teasing this one for
Weeks.
weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and there it is. It is the Thundercats Cat's Lair from Super 7.
Yeah.
It is in the 7-inch Ultimates scale. This thing looks great. 36.7 inches tall.
Thing is a beast.
29.3 inches wide, and that's when it's closed.
Yep.
It's going to be a little bit wider than that when you open up the back. It gives a kind of a vintage Castle Grayskull.
Adds a little bit of terrain to the sides. like
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
saying
Like
there.
it simulates the mountains that Cat's
it was
Lair was
nestled in.
nestled between. Yeah. Well, a comment from Red. What's Red saying? Oh, I honestly didn't think that
Grimlock's
Grim spoke 150 lines. No,
But if you just break it down into words,
it's right. Yeah.
me Grimlock, and then
Does
there's
that
your
count
line.
as? Does that count as two?
I
Me,
don't know.
Grimlock.
Grimlock smash. Well, I don't know. Words.
Me, Grimlock, king.
Yeah. But early backers for this one, the pre-orders close on September 17th,
September. So that gives us a little more than 2 months.
just under 2 months.
Yeah. Sorry,
But,
you're right. Yes.
Early birds get the key to Thundera,
Okay.
and it is a,
Is it just like
it's
a
a key.
keepsake?
I think so.
I wonder if there's going to be something else coming down the line to.
That it will unlock, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Um,
One of the questions I saw now, do we see like in the rendering with the paws lift up?
they do.
Now, what's underneath there?
I think it's like little cannon type things.
Is that what they are? Somebody raised a good question. Now they've already said that this Cat's Lair is not to scale with the
Thunder Tank.
The Thunder Tank. But then somebody said, what about the vintage Thunder Tank? Would the vintage Thunder Tank
Huh.
fit underneath that?
I don't know.
And even if it wouldn't, if you just lifted the paw up and parked your vintage Thunder Tank like
Halfway
in,
That'd be
that
pretty
might
cool.
look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know what one it'll fit. The Hot Wheels version.
The Hot Wheels one.
The
Yeah.
64 scale Hot Wheels Thunder Tank will fit in there. Probably
Couple-
shove it up one of the
A
nostrils.
couple of those would fit. But yeah, they've got a couple tiers to unlock here. First tier gets you the extra sword and claw,
The
from,
short version. Yeah.
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 as well as like a table full of all like, I don't know, chemical instruments.
Supposed to be a lab, right?
Yeah.
Who was the lab rat? Was it Jaga?
I can't remember.
Jaga.
But then your second tier gets you a special edition Lion-O, who is almost like a crystalline see-through version.
Things that I don't like. Translucent action figures. This definitely fits that bill.
Yes, it does.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Well, I probably won't be buying it, but
I will definitely not be buying this. We speculated price wise that it was going to be, by the time, at least for us here in Canada,
yeah,
that by the time we ordered this thing and had it shipped over the border, that we were going to be around 1,000 Canadian dollars, and that works out to be true. $650 US by the
for
time
the
you
pre-order. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
1,000 Canadian.
yep.
How's your mortgage? Anybody make a car payment this month?
There you go.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But that wasn't the only stuff coming out of San Diego.
No, the list keeps going.
It does keep going.
I'm sure there's things that we've missed, but
Hank is going to love this one.
oh, okay.
Syndicate Collectibles
Yeah.
is offering a whole bunch of stuff from a whole bunch of different
Oh,
properties.
I saw
and
this.
this is a new company from Jerry Macaluso,
Okay.
formerly of Soda Toys and Pop Culture Shock
Oh,
Collectibles.
soda. Yeah. Okay.
And they
Pop culture shock.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So they showcased a whole bunch,
yeah.
including stuff from Bloodsport.
So that Bolo figure
Looks awesome.
I don't know about the Van Damme. I mean, it's good. It's good. Don't
The
get me
close up
wrong.
on him looks pretty sweet.
It's probably the best looking Van Damme action figure ever.
And if you're getting Bolo, you got to get him.
But that Bolo Young, that man, and I said this in our group chat earlier this week, that Bolo Young is a Hollywood or Hong Kong
Icon.
legend.
Yeah.
It's about time you got a kick-ass action figure, and this one is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is 7-inch scale. So
Perfect.
but they're doing both. They're doing 7-inch scale and 3/4 scale, as well as 6 scale figures and some statues.
But at 7-inch scale, we could mix and match. We could put him in with our Mortal Kombat figures.
Yep.
We could put him in with the
any of your DC multiverse.
Yeah, the Street Fighter figures from Jada.
Yeah.
That's great.
But they've also showcased here 3 from Double Dragon as well.
Okay.
They've got the popcorn gun from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
They have a reaction style set of Golden Girls.
You know, NECA did okay with their Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I can see that there is a market for these.
There is 100% a market.
Yeah.
My wife is among them.
Oh, so Jen wants these?
She probably will.
Okay. Is she aware of them?
She
is now. She is now.
Yeah.
All right.
They also did both 7-inch and 3/4 scale for True Romance, which I know Hank
Isn't that
is all
something,
over.
eh? Yeah.
The Ghoulies got their own little appearance there. You remember that franchise?
Was not expecting.
No.
But yes, I do. Yeah.
Long overdue, I think.
Ghoulies right up there with Chud.
Yeah. But they also showcased some Pumpkinhead. You remember the little boxers where you put your hand up there and
absolutely, and
they got a Mr. T, a Rocky, and I believe it's Shorty from Killer Clowns.
Oh, right.
As well as some statuettes for Dragonlance.
Dragon Slayer.
Or Dragon Slayer, my bad.
Dragon Slayer, yeah. Dirk the Daring.
Yes.
The Don Bluth.
The cartoon video game.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's no other way to say that. The cartoon video game. The push the button when the screen flashes and hope you did the right thing. Yeah.
They also showcased an Army of Darkness Ash Campbell statue in both colored version and non-painted prototype, as well as a Clownzilla from Killer Clowns.
Well, this is some interesting stuff.
I am loving that one.
Yeah.
But
I was stuck on the Bolo figure. I was just all the photos that came out from that, I just could not stop looking at him. He just looks so good.
Such a great sculpt.
And it's that scene where how do you explain it? Where he's not really freaking out, but that expression on his face, it's so iconic to that
intense.
Movie. Yeah.
So intense.
Yeah.
This next one, coming from the DC multiverse.
All right. Oh, this one.
Batman Ultimate Movie Collection.
Sold out on a bunch of the third-party retailers. You can still, at least as of yesterday or Sunday, it was still on the McFarlane toy shop. I never in my life thought, forgive me for those of you who disagree with me, I never thought that I would ever say that the Clooney bat looked that good. And it does. And so does the Kilmer bat. They all look good.
Yeah. Yeah. You get the Michael Keaton, the Val Kilmer, the George Clooney, What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Christopher Nolan.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Batfleck and Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these figures have already been released in some form or another,
Yeah.
but the 89 is new now, and so is like Kilmer and Clooney.
Yeah.
Great set. I mean,
It also comes with the bat signal with
Oh, yeah.
interchangeable discs.
yeah.
So that you can have all different, bat signals flying.
It makes me wonder, are we going to get single carded releases for Keaton, Kilmer, and Clooney?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah. But sticking with the movie theme here, limit of 2 per customer. Jurassic Park is doing a 30th anniversary Steven Spielberg figure.
I saw that. This is in their what do they call it?
The Hammond.
The Amber collection.
No, this is the Hammond collection.
Oh, the Hammond.
This is the shorter 3 and 3
Oh,
quarters.
okay.
But he comes with his movie chair, a camera, sunglasses, and a Velociraptor that is got like the puppeteering aspect still mounted in it.
I tried to look at this close up at this because I was like, oh, Steven Spielberg. He's going to be wearing a hat. It's probably a movie that he's done. The logo on that hat is nothing. Not that I could identify anyway.
I didn't look that close.
Yeah, I did. Is this the kind of thing that you would get? This to me is like the George Lucas Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I would say
like,
that too.
Does this kind of thing appeal to you?
I dig it. I'd be interested in it. But
You know what I would do with this is if I bought this, I would put this figure with my 3 3/4 inch Indiana Jones figures.
ooh,
That's what I would do with it.
because there is some photography, like promo photography of it floating around there where they have it grouped with some of the other Hammond collection figures.
Oh, okay.
And it's like he's giving them direction on set, and you're basically recreating.
I did. Yes, I did. I saw that. I actually thought that was pretty cool to do that. Oh, rad. Does he come with a bag of money from this movie?
No, they ship it directly to him.
Yeah, you got to pay Steven Spielberg directly for this action figure.
Yeah. But there was stuff coming out of Marvel as well.
All right.
The Marvel Knights line has been announced.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's got Daredevil, Lady Bullseye, Luke Cage's Power Man, Gamerverse Iron Man, the Fist Ninja, Clea, and Marvel's Blade.
When I saw some of the reactions to this, and one of them was, "Why does every beep wave have to have an Iron Man?"
Same reason every wave of McFarlane has a Batman.
As a Batman, yeah, I could sell Batman all day.
Yep. And speaking back of McFarlane,
Oh, there we go.
they announced more stuff, including
This is interesting.
the Mr. Freeze line art variant,
Okay.
a Dark Knight Joker in Sonar Vision.
Oh, is that what we're? Oh my
So,
god! So this
yeah,
is
when Batman is using all the cell phones to ping the signal, and
that's interesting. Again,
it's an interesting looking
translucent figure. You know how I feel about those. So
Yeah.
take it or leave it. Same thing with the line art. It's like cell shading. I don't care for that either. I appreciate it for what it is. Not my thing.
I don't remember Mr. Freeze looking like a cosmonaut though. He looks more like something out of BioShock.
Yeah, he does.
But
He does. Now that you say that, he really does.
they also showed off the Batman Nightfall 30th anniversary figure.
See, I see Super Friends when I look at that.
Yeah. Bane with trench coat, because I guess we've already got the Build-A-Figure Bane.
That's right. Now
Now we need Bane with his trench coat.
you're gonna get him again. All the parts already connected.
and a trench coat.
And a coat. First, I break the man, then I break the bank.
Then you get the Dark Knight Joker bank robber.
Did they do one of these already?
I don't know if they've done one already.
The clowns? I don't know.
Does it come with a pencil?
Oh, I don't know.
Then they've got Dark Knight's Metal Dread Lantern.
That's cool.
So guess we're going to dive right back into the metal line there. And they had for San Diego Comic-Con an exclusive cover for Batman Spawn #1.
Yeah.
I guess you can only get it there. So good luck finding it.
Yeah.
And then the Superman 85th Anniversary Edition.
Again.
And this is similar to what they did with the Flash a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where it's just red and blues for Superman.
Do you remember the Obama poster?
Yes.
That's all I can see. All I can see is the Obama poster, the red and the blue.
There you go.
Yeah. What's Red saying? He's got something there. What's that? There's a version of Freeze that's basically a tank.
Well, that certainly looks like him.
Yeah. I know in one of the Arkham games he was very armored. trundling around his lab.
But for those, well, that pretty much does it for the toys.
Oh, okay.
So if you got a lot of money to burn,
Sure.
the Schitt's Creek
Oh,
Mansion
yeah.
is available for only $19 million.
I chuckled at this. I read this entire article and I couldn't figure out. Did you catch the number of times it's been on the market?
11 times.
Since 2018. So in what, 5 years?
Yep.
It's been up for sale 11 times.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it just because it's huge and expensive?
No idea. What the funny thing is, as a Schitt's Creek fan, it only appears in the first episode. In the first episode, the show opens and the family, the Rose family, they've just been basically told by their lawyer that they're bankrupt and they literally have to grab it and go. They're being like, you're out, get out. You never see it again.
Oh, so it's
Never
like
see it again.
a cameo appearance.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
But
Still a
it's out
cool
there.
story. Cool
Yeah.
story. It's basically a mock-up of like it's like I can't even think of the name of the place. It's in the article. We should link the
A
article.
replica of the Palace of Versailles.
That's it. That's the one I'm talking about. Palace of Versailles.
Yeah. So it's very elegant.
It looks
Elegant, opulent,
pretty
expensive.
awesome.
Don't touch nothing.
Yeah. Is it heavy? It's
Probably.
expensive. Don't touch it.
Yeah, put it back.
That's right.
But other news, Warner Brothers is doing the third round of reshoots for Aquaman 2.
I read that, and even the article that I read on it said like even this is like almost unprecedented
Yeah.
in terms of reshoots.
I guess it's like been whatever producers have come on have been like, okay, you're going to do this now and put their spin on it.
I feel like these are, and some of it says that these are sort of reactionary moves, not only to test screenings, which by the way, the movie they said has been test screening continuously.
Yeah.
But these are like rolling changes that have we're basically keeping up with the fallout at Warner.
Yeah. Because at one point, Michael Keaton was supposed to be making a cameo
That's right.
as Batman.
Yeah.
And then he could be like the Nick Fury to the DC universe. But I guess since that came and went, that's gone out the door now.
Right.
And then, they're still doing more reshoots. And
they showed off his costume.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. It looks like the one that he wore in the last one.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie.
But this is slated to be the last of the old guard DC movies.
Yeah, we knew that was coming,
So.
and I agree with James Gunn and Peter Safran that they can't be beholden to what's come before. They need that clean slate to go off and do their own stuff. Otherwise, people are just going to be like, "What? I'm confused."
Yeah.
So much for the Snyderverse. Loved it.
Yep.
Would love to have seen more. Hey, there's still a hope for Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Red says, this is the Duke Nukem of movies at this point. Oh, yeah.
But I guess the director says, even though it is the last one, this movie still has something to talk about. I guess it's climate change.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be a fun action fantasy movie.
Which is interesting because I know that Jason Momoa is a climate change guy. He's into that stuff too. So
he's hosting Shark Week here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But going back to that, what was the Dave Chappelle one? Falsified outrage or something.
Oh, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Selective outrage.
Selective outrage.
Selective outrage.
And
are we selectively outraged about something?
A bunch of people are selectively outraged.
Oh, what is it? What is
media spin on this is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
This new song from Jason Aldean.
Oh, which I have not listened to.
I have listened to it.
Oh, did you?
I did my homework.
Okay, good for you.
And it's called Try That in a Small Town.
Yeah.
And people are criticizing him, calling it a pro-lynching song.
Pro-lynching?
Yeah, like
there's a word you don't hear every day.
No. Sheryl Crow has tweeted that, this is not a small town behavior.
What does she say? She says here, I'll read the tweet. It says, I'm from a small town. Even people in small towns are sick of violence. There's nothing small town or American about promoting violence. You should know that better than anyone, having survived a mass shooting. This is not American or small town like. It's just lame. Oh, that's a pretty strong statement.
It is, and it's true. Like he was performing at the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival in Vegas
Right.
when that guy opened up fire and killed 60 people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And there's fallout on both sides here. Country Music Television has pulled the video.
CMT pulled it.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
wow.
of Monday, July 17th.
Wow.
And Jason Aldean has gone to his Twitter trying to defend it. And we got his tweet here.
What is he saying? He says, do we have the whole thing?
Where is it here?
Oh, in the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, brackets, a song that has been out since May and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide Black Lives Matter protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous, Aldean wrote. He continued, there is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. As so many pointed out, I was present at Route 91, where so many lost their lives, and our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy. No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart. Try that in a small town for me refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up, where we took care of our neighbors regardless of differences of background or belief. Aldean added, because they were our neighbors, and that was above any differences. My political views have never been something I've hidden from, and I know that a lot of us in this country don't agree on how we get back to a sense of normalcy where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night. But the desire for it to, that's what this song is about. Well, you know what? I'm not a country music fan. I read the lyric. I don't know if I agree with him. I think that this is I feel like there's some damage control here.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
His wife has chimed in as well, saying,
sure.
media is doing the same song and dance. They twist everything around to refit their repulsive narrative. And I agree with the twisting of this on this. Because people are citing certain aspects of it. Like he's talking about how he got a rifle from his grandfather and, come to the small town and try and take that away from me.
This is what I mean. Like
that's the same American sentiment as like, Charlton Heston, from my cold dead hand. You're not taking my guns.
I guess so.
But
but we're not talking about government coming down and taking your guns away. We're talking about you come down here and try something and I've got a gun.
Basically, small town vigilante justice.
And I agree. Like, again, I haven't heard the song, but just going through what we've read tonight, I agree with him that I don't think there's any intimation of race. There is an insinuation of action.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are stupid. I don't think that you can pull the wool down and say, I'm not talking about gun violence. It kind of sounds like you are.
Red says, try that somewhere that the education system is less important than learning how to farm and or work some sort of labor job.
Yeah, really. We're not talking about my granddaddy's gun to shoot the fucking wolves or foxes that are eating the chickens. That's not what we're saying here. That's definitely not what he's I don't think he's going. Anyway, I'm not going to say anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got one more point here.
Yeah, go for it.
And I think this is where folks are getting the whole race thing from.
Okay, yeah.
And it is 100% from the video.
Yeah.
Because the video that it features them performing in front of the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia.
Oh.
And that site was where a black teenager was lynched in 1927.
Oh, man.
And apparently this boy, Henry Choate, 18 years old, was accused of assaulting a white girl. He was jailed.
Yeah.
But a mob of hundreds of white people kidnapped him from his cell, tied him to the back of a car, and drug him across town, eventually hanging him at this courthouse.
In 1927.
So this historically is like, lynching territory.
He was one of at least 20 black men in Maury County to be lynched or kidnapped and presumed killed by the KKK or white mobs. Oh,
yeah. And this is according to the local historian, Elizabeth Queener. So she's got her, historical facts in order.
Could we just say that this was a case of I didn't do my homework and I just thought this was a good location because it represents
small
civility.
jail.
No, a courthouse. It represents civility and law
Or it's
and
supposed
order.
to.
Right.
Yeah.
Could we say that, well, that's just a simple case of mistake and not
Or
doing
not
your
knowing.
homework?
Yeah.
Or is it, read between the lines, like
Yeah.
what it
Is
kind
it
of
like-
reads like?
Yeah. You don't know.
I don't know. Haven't heard the song, haven't seen the video, but I mean, there is enough, from my perspective, there's enough evidence there that, yeah, you could make those accusations.
But at the same time, black content creators, I've seen a whole host of videos.
Oh,
And
sure,
they're
sure.
looking at it and they're saying, like, what the hell is wrong with you white people? Just because he's saying this doesn't instantly mean everybody committing those acts is black.
Oh, of course not. I also saw another one that said, the only people that are outraged at a white man are white people.
Yeah. And it kind of seems that way.
I'm sorry. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, city people. This is Red. Red says, city people do be chatty, though. Sometimes you got to just do something.
You don't need to shoot him, just smack him or something.
You just shut up. You talk too much.
Yeah.
No.
But regardless of good publicity or bad publicity, this is working for him
Hey, any
because
publicity.
his song is now number one on
Number one
iTunes.
on iTunes.
Because everybody's checking it out to hear what's so horrible.
Okay. Now the question is, how long does it stay there?
True.
Having a number
I
one
think
song.
it's going to be a flash in the pan because he said it's been out since May, right?
Wow.
And it just got popular when the video came out.
Isn't that interesting that music videos are still having that effect? And
Yeah.
I mean, like, songs get released on the radio that don't do so well. They get re-released, get a cool popping video, and next thing you know, boom, we get a hit.
Or somebody does a remix of something that's been out for a year. And,
Appetite for Destruction, right? I
Yeah.
mean, 87 when they signed with Geffen, Guns
Yeah.
N' Roses. Once they got a video for Welcome to the Jungle, I mean, most of that music was being performed in its entirety by 85,
Yeah.
2 years before the re-release. The independent release didn't get any traction,
Yeah.
but the re-release from Geffen made them superstars.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Oh, Jason Dean, what are you doing?
Yep.
What are you doing?
This next one kind of sucks. Apparently, the live action Masters of the Universe is
Oh
officially
man,
dead
I
on
read that. I
Netflix.
actually didn't want to. I didn't want to believe it,
Yeah,
but I do accept it. It's upsetting,
it is.
but it's not.
But it's not the end.
It's not wholly unpredicted either.
No.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, apparently insiders say that close to 30 million has already been spent on development and cash that's been shelled out to talent and whatnot. But they're just basically cutting their losses and running.
Well, look at the tax benefits that they'll get from shutting down the production.
Yeah.
They'll be able to write it off.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a case, like, how much money do you say was spent in
30 million.
30 million? Is it going to be a case of, like, somewhere down the road we're going to get these crazy, like, oh look, here's some costuming of Nick Cage in the Superman suit? Like, are we going to see, like, here's some He-Man armor?
Yeah. But I think they're trying to shop it around to somewhere else.
I hope so.
The folks that are trying to get it together.
I hope so. But I mean, like, where do you go? Netflix is the place where properties go to be reborn and to be saved.
Yeah.
Netflix has been widely regarded for doing that. But now we're if you're dead at Netflix, where do you go from there?
Well, maybe Warner Brothers.
Didn't Warner have a chance at this already?
Maybe. But
Oh no, Warner had a round of the Robotech live action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mattel, I guess they're saying it's reached media saturation in the past few months because of Warner Brothers marketing at hyperspeed for the new Barbie movie.
Okay.
So if Barbie performs well, why not take a stab at the guy version of that toy?
So wait. I don't think there's a question of if on the Barbie movie.
Yeah, it's already doing
It's
that.
Sunday. Have we got the box office for this weekend?
I looked at it. I think it's in the hundreds of millions.
So there you go, right? Red makes an interesting comment. He says, look at what Critical Role did. This is different though. Like, Critical Role started as a grassroots role-playing thing that became a TV series. We're talking about a toy has been had oh, sorry, that's a great point.
Yeah.
The totally crowdfunded thing. Oh, is this a crowdfundable project? Probably not, because it's not independently owned.
No,
Because
there's so many hands in the cookie jar.
yeah, I mean, the action figures are not owned by Mattel.
Is Hallmark still in on it?
No, Hallmark. I think it's Universal.
Okay.
It's Universal, and the ownership of the animation is also up in the air. But again, not an independent thing. So
Yeah.
I get the point. I get what you're saying. There would be lots of fans that would love to throw money at it. I'm sure I would throw at least a $5 at it.
Yeah.
Here's the fin. Go for it. But yeah, Prime Video maybe one of the other streamers.
Maybe.
Have
Maybe
we heard?
one-
Have we heard of any of the other streamers rescuing a show yet, other than Netflix? Do any of you guys out there know of any of the other streaming services? Have they saved anything that was up for cancellation?
Yeah, because
I can't think of any of them.
Saved, Lucifer.
Manifest,
yeah.
most recently. What's the show with? And I just watched the damn thing with Jason Bateman.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, they saved Arrested Development.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know where you go after that.
Maybe one that's coming up here later.
Okay, all right.
But closer to home here in Ontario.
Oh, nice.
We're be getting 8 more locations of possible toy aisles.
Oh, really?
We are getting 8 new locations of Zellers.
Oh, now wait a minute. Now these are pop-ups, right?
I don't know for sure if they're pop-ups or fully
I
going.
thought these were.
Oh no,
gonna
they
be-
are standalone pop-ups.
Oh,
and
they're
they will
pop-ups.
depend,
Okay,
or they will
so-
vary in size.
These are going to be the store within a store.
Yeah.
This is the Party City inside Canadian Tire.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna walk into what the bay.
Yeah.
I think that's the first one they did.
Probably.
Walk into the bay and then take a walk around. Oh, look, here's the Zellers corner. I don't know. Are they gonna have? Is Zeddy the bear gonna be there?
I hope so.
So what do we got? We got
One coming to Windsor in the Devonshire Mall.
okay,
Kitchener at Fairview Park.
right.
Barry's getting one at the Georgian Mall. Mapleview Center in Burlington. Oshawa Center, which is
That's close to us. That's closest to us. Yeah.
Pickering Town Center, which isn't that far away either.
Oh, Place d'Orleans in Ottawa, Greater Ottawa.
And then the Upper Canada Mall in Newmarket
Interesting. So we're going to have 3 of these are going to be.
in relative striking distance.
Yeah. I don't
So,
know what that's going to mean for us as collectors.
Well, another option, maybe.
I can't see
I
that
hope.
price point wise. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
But who knows? But then, is there enough nostalgia in Zellers to make you want to go back there? And
Depends on the prices.
I think you're right. Ultimately, it's going to come down to price, like value for dollar, selection, all that stuff. It's retail, man.
This one's follow up from Red. He means
The Orville. Yeah. All right. The Orville's over on it's on Disney Plus in Canada.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Still waiting to know if we're going to get that other season.
Maybe.
Come on.
Tom Cruise has weighed in on the strike. Apparently, he was part of one of the meetings earlier on in, I think, June or.
I read that he was lobbying for stunt performers and a bunch of other people in the industry.
Yeah, he joined a meeting in June and was kind of like urging them to let people promote their movies and whatnot during this.
Yeah.
Because not promoting it is just going to hurt it. And he was also lobbying to the theaters are just coming out of the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah.
Do we really want to cripple them again?
Well, these big, billionaire executive types. That whole, what's the from last week, Ron Perlman,
Not until they're fucking bleeding.
lose their house. Like, come on, who says that?
Yeah, it's a terrible human being right there.
It is.
I wonder if he's been ousted yet.
Well,
I mean, it probably wouldn't take too long to
figure
narrow
it
it
out.
down.
I'm sure
He
in the
divulged
Hollywood
his salary.
in the Hollywood circles, I'm sure they already know. what
Oh,
they're talking about.
100%.
Maybe it's David Zaslav, highest paid guy in Hollywood.
Well, unless it's 27 million.
What's that?
Because he said, you're making
Oh,
27
right,
million a
right,
year,
right.
So
No,
he gave you a
David
clue.
Zaslav's worth way more than that.
So it's probably not him.
Yeah.
But
No, he was number 1 on our list of highest paid people in Hollywood. Remember we said nobody on this list is an actor?
yeah.
Yeah.
But what else was here? We got some new photos
Oh, cool.
from Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, we also got a new trailer last
we
week.
did get a
Yeah,
new
yeah,
trailer.
yeah. I liked it.
It looks awesome.
I liked it. Yeah.
The Marvels. It is looking like it's going to be awesome.
I think that Kamala Khan, and I can't think of the young lady who plays. Iman Vellani.
Yeah.
She's absolutely amazing.
Yes. She was awesome in the show, and I think is just going to continue here.
Yeah. There's a sequence with the flirkin.
Yeah. Where she's kind of laying beside it on the ground, and it just eats,
consumes.
And she's like, "What the hell?"
The panic on her, like when she freaks out, is just so
perfect.
Yep.
Red says the best idea I've heard to combat the billionaires is to say their yearly salary every time they're mentioned in the media.
Every time they're mentioned in the media. Oh,
yeah, that would probably do it.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're making $100 million for nothing?
So wait, can we talk about that image for a second?
Yeah.
That bottom image.
Yes.
Because where have we seen that before? Is that a common thing among Kree?
It definitely looks like Ronan's hammer.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that not?
It may well be his hammer based on what's happening.
Okay.
Because and I don't know if this spoils it for the movie, but at some point it is revealed that Captain Marvel has a sister of Kree birth.
Oh.
And L'Oreal, I think L'Oreal is her name.
Yeah.
She goes on to take up the mantle of the Accuser.
And this is within
Marvel continuity.
Comics.
Yeah. Comics.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's who this character
is. That who we're looking at?
Oh, or not.
Okay.
But
wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got one more episode of Secret Invasion.
Yes, comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they're saying that the Marvels is going to be a sequel to not only Secret Invasion, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, but also WandaVision. Because
in what sense?
Well, Photon, Monica Rambeau.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you've got all your principal characters from those. So yeah.
But you know.
Oh, and there's the Flurkin.
Yeah.
Or just a Flurkin.
No, that's Goose.
Oh, it is.
It is Goose. They say Goose is his own or is her own character.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Red says the hammer is a symbol of station, maybe?
Station.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Very possibly. This next one should interest you a bit. Apparently at San Diego during a panel, they were going to unveil a teaser trailer for this.
Wait, is this a film project?
A film project. The new Red Sonja movie.
The She-Devil with a Sword.
Yeah. Starring Matilda Lutz.
Okay.
As Red Sonja.
Do we know her from anything else?
Apparently a movie called Revenge.
I don't know if I've seen that.
But director attached to it is MJ Bassett from other projects like Solomon Kane and Silent Hill Revelation.
Is this actual production art?
I believe this is actually attached to it, yes.
Oh. So I like the character of Red Sonja. Now, I am not a Red Sonja purist. I didn't read any of the books. Let's face it, the Red Sonja movie that we grew up with, it's a Conan movie without the licensing. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But I am always down for a good, sword and sandal type of movie. What a great character.
Yeah. The press release reads, Dynamite announces an exciting panel for this year's San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, Dynamite?
Yeah.
That's a comic company.
Yeah, they're doing the Red Sonja books right now. But as creators and fans celebrate 50 fantastic years of Red Sonja.
Oh, sure, yeah.
In addition to a retrospective discussion on the character's legacy, her future will be looked on with new comics, novels, as well as an exclusive teaser trailer debut for her upcoming blockbuster movie from Millennium Media.
Millennium Media.
Starring Matilda Lutz.
Okay. Well, I will definitely... This is the first I'm hearing of this.
So far, the teaser has not leaked out online yet.
No,
but I'm sure something will pop up here shortly.
I hope so.
But
I will be following this one closely.
Yeah. This one kind of dips back into what we've been ending the show with the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
James Cameron.
I warned you.
You guys didn't listen to 1984, but he warned us. We do have a clip here for this.
Can he actually take credit for that? I don't think he can take credit for that.
Well, 1984 was Terminator.
I guess.
How much more of a warning?
It's kind of tongue in cheek, though.
It is. It is 100% is. But he does have some valid
Sure,
Grimlock
sure.
on
Yeah.
it.
All right.
I warned you guys in 1984. You didn't listen. Sure. Look, I mean, you got to follow the money. Who's building these things, right? They're either building it to dominate market share. So what are you teaching it? Greed, or you're building it for defensive purposes. So you're teaching it paranoia. I think the weaponization of AI is the biggest danger. I think that we will get into the equivalent of a nuclear arms race with AI. And if we don't build it, the other guys are for sure going to build it. And so then it'll escalate. And you know, you could imagine an AI in a combat theater, the whole thing just being fought by the computers at a speed that humans can no longer intercede. You have no ability to de-escalate. And when you're dealing with the potential of it escalating to nuclear warfare, de-escalation is the name of the game. And having that pause, that timeout, but will they do that? The AIs will not.
Oh, James Cameron, you are not a warfighter. De-escalation. You have clearly never been to war, have you? You can't fight. He's specifically talking about conventional warfare, but
Yeah.
nation versus nation. That's not necessarily what's happening everywhere in the world. So while he's partly correct, he's a little bit out of touch with things. But anyway,
was Tony Stark more correct with the have a bigger stick?
in some ways, yeah. When you are a warfighter on the ground, you want the biggest stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I applaud him for his points. He does make some good points, but they are a little bit. You got to be a little more researched than that.
Yeah. He also said, let's wait 20 years. And if AI wins an Oscar for best screenplay, I think we've got to take them seriously.
Well, you think the Academy is gonna
Will it?
ever change that they're going to allow that?
I don't know.
Come on, this is what they're fighting for. If
True.
they, oh, we're going to use AI to write scripts, and then we're going to hire writers to polish them. Come on, like that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross on like a level that I can't even begin to describe.
And that's part of what they're striking for now, right? To prevent that.
Yep.
So,
And I hope that people cooler heads prevail, and that the industry does continue in a way that it should, with real human beings at the wheel.
yeah. And speaking of real human beings at the wheel.
Wait a second, Red's got something to say.
Oh.
What's he saying now here? Many who say to de-escalate have never tried to do it. Talking your way to a fight seldom works, except for when it does. And again, that's why I say, like, this nation on nation, like traditional warfare, there is an avenue for that, but
I've
not
been
in
able
the
to de-escalate my son a time or two.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, they send us to a lot of places where it's difficult when
Where it's harder than
where maybe the centralized government doesn't necessarily have the authority to project their power over the entire nation.
established dominance.
Yeah.
But yeah, one man operation coming up here.
Okay.
Documentary that is set to find its way to TIFF and all the festivals.
I like documentaries.
The Movie
We've been
Man.
talking about this for a while. Now
have
we
been.
we had some clips from this a while ago.
We did. We had some insight into the insides of the theater. But the poster reads, The Movie Man, 5 screens, 40 cats, and 1 popcorn eating bear.
Yeah. This is not too far away from us.
No,
this is
only,
what, a half an hour,
25-minute drive.
Yeah, half an hour drive.
Yeah. It is probably one of the most interesting theaters in all of Canada.
It absolutely is, if not the world. And the guy who owns it is as eccentric as you think he should be.
Yeah.
That being said, if you are in the Kawartha Lakes region, you should go and see it, because
it's an experience.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, with nobody poised to take over, there's a line about, will they come back one more season?
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that there's going to be one more season.
There is a limited number of seasons.
We're talking a 5-plex that grew out of a single screening room out of his house, and is now one of the biggest collections of private collections of movie memorabilia
and equipment.
That's what I mean, like the film industry,
projectors, and
yeah,
lights, and
the
film reels.
the article said he's got a collection that would he named some museum, and it said would basically put some museums to shame. Like he's got such a large collection of vintage classic projectors and cameras and
just artifacts from all periods of history.
The 40 cat thing. Oh yeah,
they got their own little running.
It's like a habit trail.
Yeah, it is for kitties.
It's like a habit trail.
Well, Bubbles would be proud
for cat.
It's a nice kitty right there.
Could Steve French hang out?
Maybe he could hang out with the bear.
That's right.
But this documentary is coming to us from Canadian filmmaker Matt Finlan, Toronto native whose love for movies began at the age of 12, and that's when he entered Highland Cinemas for the first time and saw Terminator 2.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so we were just talking about it.
Yeah. So his love of that grew, and
it really is a
now
summer.
It's kind of like a coming full circle.
Yeah, it really is a summer thing, though. Like, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
It really, it's isolated.
It is.
But yeah, if you get a chance, go there, and if not, when this does come out, make sure you see it. See it before it's gone, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling. There is no guarantee that tomorrow is ever coming. So yeah, now is probably a good a time as any.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Red, I hope you're watching right now because this next one's for you.
Yeah, that's great.
New shirt alert.
There we go. There it is.
We have 2 this week. We got a certain Darkwing Avenger and a little bit Goofy.
And a little Goofy. Yeah,
a little bit Goofy.
More classic pop culture logos that you might recognize with our Fandom Power branding on them. Those look great, by the way. And of course now
Fred Swenson says
TeePublic now offering tie-dye as an option.
Yeah, so
I'm sure we've enabled that on most of our designs.
As many as we
can, yeah. With over 70 designs, and I think we're up counting.
Over 80.
Are we 80 now?
I think we're over 80.
Yeah, you're bound to find a logo that fits your fandom. So
and if not, let us know.
Check it out. Fandom Power, tpublic.com.
Yep. Coming back from the 80s, though.
Oh, yeah. I saw this last night, and I was
Ryan
like,
Reynolds is reviving Biker Mice from Mars and Alf.
Is there anything that he doesn't do?
Oh, my God. He's such a brilliant everything now.
The Biker Mice from Mars thing, I was like, what?
It was never my favorite cartoon, but
no, mine neither.
Maybe,
but again, I appreciate the stuff for what it is, and if it's your thing, hey, good for you.
Yeah.
The Alf thing. I sent a link. I've
seen some of it. Yeah,
I sent a link. And in the link there was a number. Now, how they're doing this? Ryan is part owner in something called the Maximum Effort channel.
Yeah,
I presume that's a streamer of some sort.
I think that's his own.
Oh, it's his own
because he's got his production company, Maximum Effort Productions.
Yeah,
I think this is just like another offshoot of that.
Is it a streamer?
You know what? I don't know for sure, but
it's got. I'm pretty sure
the Maximum Effort throws back to Deadpool,
right?
So
how they're doing this is they are not producing new episodes of Alf. Which, by the way, this partnership is in collaboration with Alf's creator.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's his name? Sorry, Alf creator Paul Fusco.
Yeah.
Paul Fusco, by the way, who's the only person who's ever voiced Alf.
Yeah.
They are not doing new episodes. Instead, they are going to show classic episodes of Alf, but they are doing small vignettes.
Yeah.
With new Alf footage, and Alf is going to be pitching all of the brands that Ryan Reynolds is hawking, and there's like 4 or 5 of them in the link that I sent over last night, and they're cute. Whether you buy into Mint Mobile or any of the other things, yeah, exactly.
How long until we get the Aviation Gin? Alf presenting Aviation Gin.
Yeah, really. Paul Fusco still sounds great as Alf. I, for one, now Alf has tried to. They've tried to bring him back a couple times.
They have. He had a show, or what was it? I guess, a short-lived talk show in
Oh yeah,
2004.
yeah. I remember that.
But he's done guest spots on Drew Carey,
Yeah.
stuff with Bryan Cranston. And he also made an appearance on Mr. Robot.
The one with Rami Malek.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like Alf. And to me, I mean, why
What's
not?
not to like?
Could we reboot Alf? Could Alf come back? Could Alf pick up and be, relevant in 2023?
I think so.
Besides just nostalgia based, commercials?
Yeah, I think so. If he's anything like they go on, establish, he's 300 years old or whatever. So
Yeah.
essentially he's Chewbacca. So
that's
just like Chewie, he get a new pet every few years or whatever.
As long as there's I kill me.
Exactly. This next one here, according to reports, Norman Reedus might be taking up the role of Ghost Rider in the new Blade movie.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Who's reporting this?
Where was it here?
It's okay. I didn't see this one.
The
That's
news comes from Giant Freaking Robot.
okay. Well, we'll take that with
Yeah, apparently it's a little hit and miss, but
with 40 pounds of salt.
yeah, but it could be cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
When we say Norman Reedus is going to play Ghost Rider, we are talking about.
I don't know if it's going to be the Danny Ketch or the Johnny Blaze.
I can't see it being anybody but Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. But people are looking at this like, because the original Blade trilogy focused solely on vampires.
Yeah.
Does this mean the new one is going to open it up for like all the other supernatural elements from the Marvel universe?
Well,
because like your Werewolf by Night's already been established. Man-Thing's in there.
that's right. Yeah.
A whole bunch of others from that episode.
Marvel's dabbled in Dracula.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not impossible.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be his first, interaction with Marvel, because he voiced Frank Castle in the 2013 animated film Iron Man Rise of the Technovore.
Oh, right. That's a good movie, by the way, if you've not seen it.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I can loan it to you.
Nice.
Good. Yeah.
But apparently Blade is supposed to arrive in theaters February 14th, 2025. Again, with the strike, who knows when.
Yeah. I mean, how do you, yeah. I mean, it's hard to put a date on anything right now.
Yeah.
Red says, sold. He's also getting a Walking Dead
He
spinoff
is.
to himself. Has he not been out of The Walking Dead for like
A while.
a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they brought back Negan too, so.
That's true. Yeah. You mean Batman?
No, I mean Dean Winchester's dad.
Yeah. Batman. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batman. Should have been Batman. The comedian.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
We're getting close to the end though.
Oh, are we getting to the end? Okay, so this is the time where just this is a last call for last anything. If you wanted to have your say,
Now's the
wanted
time.
to call in, now is the last call for call-ins before we wind things down for this week. All right, where are we going next?
Another new trailer came out though, and it's a Red Band one. So
yeah, we can't really
put the kids away.
Yeah. Gen V.
Yeah, spinning out of The Boys. Gen V, young aspiring heroes have their physical and moral boundaries put to the test while competing at Godolphin Godolphin?
Godolphin, yeah.
Godolphin University. Highly coveted. They're going for the top ranking.
Top student, right?
So,
and the reason that they are doing that
is so they can join the 7.
Joining the 7.
Yeah.
Oh, now it looks like we've got some
We've got a couple of stills from the trailer here.
We got some crossover people coming over. It looks like A Train is going to be in this one.
I still haven't
as
seen
well
The
as
Boys yet.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
No, I'm behind.
Okay, so A Train's coming in.
Rebels first.
As well. Yeah. And Rebels. We still got 2 more of those to get through.
Yeah.
As well as oh my god, the lady who works for Vought, who's basically running the 7 right now. She's also in the trailer as well.
Yeah, this one will be starring Jazz Sinclair, Chance Pedermo, Lizzie Broadway, Shelley Kahn, Maddie Phillips, London Thor, Derek La, Asa German, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Oh, nice.
Sean Patrick Thomas, Marco Pigosi, Clancy Brown. Love that guy.
Love me some Kurgan, Clancy Brown.
Yeah. Alexander Calvert and Jason Ritter.
Okay.
And it will also feature guest appearances from Jesse T. Usher,
There you go.
Colby Minilife, Claudia DeMott, and PJ Byrne reprising their role
Well,
from
there you go.
The
And there's
Boys.
some of the crossover that I was talking about. Yeah.
Apologize if I butchered any names.
No, it's okay. That's no offenses were intended.
Yep. But yeah, it's coming from Prime Video, and
It looks pretty.
it looks all right.
I mean, the Boys has already had an animated spinoff. If you were a fan of the Boys, this looks to be more of the same in terms of its graphical nature.
Violence
So
and
yeah, which arguably is, and I would put the question up there: the Boys or Unbreakable? Sorry, not Unbreakable. The Invincible, because they both take a much edgier
look at the superhero genre.
Yeah.
Well, one of the lines from this particular trailer, she goes back and she's like, "I exploded his dick."
Yeah, she does.
It is a red band trailer for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. But looks cool. I will be watching.
Yeah,
I will be watching. Well, it looks like we have
we've arrived at our last.
We've come to the end of the road.
Yeah,
and it's been a long road. We've been
been.
almost 2 hours this week, and that's a long one.
And
for
we
us.
left stuff out.
Yeah,
There was just too much to cover.
Yeah, never mind. Whatever.
One that I did leave out that I'm kind of regretting.
What's that?
You know how we covered a couple weeks ago, thanks to Luna Moon Gothic.
Yeah,
the Beetlejuice set.
That's right. Yeah,
some arsehole down there has went and stole the Lydia or the what's her name? Catherine O'Hara.
Okay. Yeah.
Her statue that
really
wraps around her and walks away.
Yeah.
It's 150 pounds and somebody walked off with it.
That's awful. I mean, it'll never see the light of day.
Probably not.
Or like 100 years from now, it'll turn up. It's like, oh, found it in a barn somewhere.
What is this?
Yeah.
But the Vermont police, they're looking for info, and they've got a good humor about the situation. They said they called its name 3 times and it didn't come back.
It didn't come back. Oh.
So.
All right. Well, as we wind down for this week, it's time once again for our regular segment. Andy's out there in the aisles hunting for all of us to save you a few dollars on your toy shopping experience with toy hunting at Dollarama.
And this week you're saving a bunch.
What do you got for us?
This week, Masters of the Universe large figures are selling for $5.
Nice.
They regularly retail from between $20 to $30 depending on character.
The large figures. Now these are from the Netflix series,
the Netflix one that's more aimed at kids,
the younger kid one.
Yeah.
But cool designs.
Cool designs. They're playable figures. They come with accessories.
Yeah.
$5, you can't go wrong.
Is that an Ultimate Warrior?
That is an Ultimate Warrior.
So
that's the other one that's showing up. Is the first wave of Masters of the WWE Universe.
Wave 1. Now that's a while ago.
It is. These figures are again going for $5 at Dollarama and regularly retailing originally for $19.97.
Yeah.
But specific characters do go for more.
Well,
so if you missed out the first time around,
now's your
chance.
That was the time.
Because you can get the Ultimate Warrior, Goldberg, Kane, or Stephanie McMahon.
And these were done like in the style of the
5.5
inch He-Man. These are the like non-articulated. Well, they do have articulation.
A little bit of articulation.
Shoulders, hips.
Yeah, just basic.
But not like your origins.
They scale with your.
They totally do. And they used a part. Remember when Mattel was they did a Masters line. It was before Origins.
Yeah.
They did this. You could part swap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're into that line, totally worth doing.
Yep.
$5 each. You can't go wrong with that.
No.
Was that it for this week?
That is it for this week.
Wow. What a show this week.
Like the word, it was a mouthful.
Mouthful of phobia. Thanks to our fans for submitting Mouthful of Phobia, by the way. If you have a completely ridiculous word that you think would stump a bunch of people and you want us to use it for lexicon, send it to us at fandompower3@gmail.com, because we're going to do that again next week, because that one has been fun. I enjoyed doing that. Well, man, what do you think? Good show?
I think so.
Time to shut her down and
wrap it up.
I think so.
For another week.
I'm feeling the effects of the sunburn.
Well, it's time to rest then.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us on this edition of Random Fandom Tuesday. Do come back and hang out with us on Sunday night as we come back for part 10 of our Road to Ahsoka review series, where we are looking at the fan favorite character Ahsoka Tano through the lens of the Ahsoka Essential playlist over on Disney Plus. We've only got a couple more weeks left of that before we get to the live action show, which I cannot wait. And if that's not your style, come back next Tuesday when we get to do Random Fandom all over again. And don't forget, bring your Random Fandom because we can't cover everything.
We can try, but we won't.
That's right.
Do it.
All right, everybody. Until then, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.